Hello everyone. We are going to do our watercolor washes techniques today. So what you're going to need to have is your watercolor tray, your cup of water, paper towel, paintbrush. And then if you were able to print this off, what I'd like you to do now is go ahead and tape it down inside of your sketchbook. And if you don't have a copy of it, if you will just write down those three types of techniques we're going to learn today, which are flat wash, variegated wash, and graded wash. Alright, so once you have it taped down, let's take a pencil or some kind of writing utensil you have, and let's begin talking about what each one of these washes means. So if you look at flat wash just means that there's going to be one color and it's going to stay the same value, meaning it's going to be the same level of color or lightness or darkness all the way across, just one solid piece. Variegated wash is when you blend two colors together. Then the last one is one color typically, but it has a change in value, which means that it either starts light and ends dark, or starts dark and ends light. So I'm going to write that in parentheses. Dark to light. So now what we can do is begin with our actual painting. So I'm going to start up here with the flat wash, and I'm going to use a violet. So I'm going to get some water from my cup. I'm going to leave water on my brush because I think it's important to get enough water. And if you notice, I'm just swirling around in my palette and in my watercolor tray. I'm not stabbing it, I'm not scrubbing my brush. And then you can see that there's a good amount of paint on that brush. So I'm going to come in and I'm just going to start filling in that space. And you'll notice that once you get a little bit down the column, your paintbrush is going to start to dry. So just dip it in some more water, get a little bit more paint, and then just continue that process. So this is called a flat wash. This is just basically adding color to something in one solid value. Alright, so rinse your brush really well. I'm just swirling it around in my water. We're going to do our variegated. So I'm going to start with green today. And to get these colors to blend, you do need to work pretty quickly to get them to blend in the middle. So I have my green here. I feel like that's just a little dry, so I'm going to get just a touch more water. I'm going to start over here and get my green, and you're going to take it about a little more than halfway. And then I'm going to rinse my brush, get my yellow. I'm going to start over here. And then you just want to keep going back and forth on top of that space. You're not really pressing down, you're just using brush strokes to blend them together. So that's a variegated wash. And then the last one is the graded wash. So I'm going to use red for this. So I'm going to clean my brush again, dip it into the red. You want a good amount of paint. And the way that you decrease the value of a color, or you make it lighter with watercolors, is by adding more water. So you don't necessarily want to add white to it. And then you just keep blending out with your brush strokes until it lightens. So those are our three main types of watercolor washes that we're going to use for our project. Thanks for watching. Good luck.